So, I warmly welcome you all in our today's discussion on the GTU MCQ for the subject of repair rehabilitation of concrete structure, RRCS, which is called as. This is the part 1, whereas initially I have been um, tried for 25 objectives. Just there might be number of objectives which may be covered in part 2, part 3, part 4 and so on. This is very interesting subject, repair rehabilitation of concrete structures. So in our engineering we are designing the structure, we are planning, we are designing, we are executing, we are managing the site and everything we are doing. But after the construction of that particular structure, with the pace of time, some deterioration comes, right? Sometimes there is a problem of cracks, sometimes there is a problem of what we can say different issues with the structure, and it is to be duly addressed, otherwise it will make the structure weak. And that is how this subject is very important for us to learn. So without wasting much time, let us start with our today's session. um, Objective number 1. So I would like to uh, ask you all guys to involve yourself over here and give your best, right? So that uh, let us start off with the first objective, and that is structurally distress in concrete could be caused due to which kind of loads? Environmental loads, accidents, subsidences, externally applied loads, and all of the above. We are having 5 options. So let you start putting your answers in this particular subject from MCQ. So just put up your opinion in chat box. So here we see the answer is all of the above, because these all are the loads: environmental loads, accidents, subsidence, extremely applied loads. These all are the things which are responsible for the structural stress in the concrete. Second is rust trains in concrete during construction stage should be caused by honeycombing, pyrites in aggregates, rain streaking from unprotected steel, plastic shrinkage, contraction due to fall in temperature is prevented. So we are having 4 options, but just judge out and give your opinion over here out of these 4. Write your options in chat box so that we can judge it and we can move it for our next objective. Please. someone is writing A. Devang is writing A. So let us check. The answer is B. Rust strain in the concrete during the construction stage could be caused by unprotected steel. Rain streaking from unprotected steel. It is a matter of rusting. So it is not the cause. This is the cause. Next objective. Voids in the concrete during construction stage could be caused by. Voids in the concrete during the construction stage could be caused by honeycombing. Second is, now we are clear, it's not the option. Third one is plastic shrinkage, and fourth one is contraction due to fall in temperature is prevented. So according to you, please put up your option in chat box so that we can check it. Just guess the answer, please, all of you. Guess the answer. What could be the answer over here? Honeycombing, pirates in the aggregates, rain streaking from unprotected steel, plastic shrinkage, contraction due to fall in temperature is prevented. Here the answer is A, honeycombing. So here it is right answer. Yeah. Next objective is crack in horizontal surface in concrete as concrete stiffens during construction stage could be caused by cracks in horizontal surface could be caused by plastic shrinkage. First two will not come, simply. First two will not come. So what may come? Honeycombing, pyrites in the aggregates, plastic shrinkage, contraction due to fall in temperature is prevented. I feel here I can guess. Let you guess and just put down in the chat box so that we can move further. Please put down your opinion. Someone is guessing plastic shrinkage and someone should okay, let us see what is the answer. Yes, C is the right answer. That is plastic shrinkage. Erosion of vertical faces during construction stage could be prevented by changing mix design, reduce water content in the concrete, avoid contaminated aggregates, and using maximum size of aggregate. We are having erosion of the vertical faces during the construction stage could be prevented by changing mix design, reduce water content in the concrete, avoid contaminated aggregates, and use maximum size of aggregate. We are having four options. So let you gaze and put up your stand in the chat box. Please gaze and write your answer in chat box so that I can move, because I just wanted to make you engage along with this presentation. That you should also gaze, you should also think critically. So here someone is saying answer A. Okay, so let us check. It is not A. It is reduced water content in the concrete. Next objective is blow hole in the form of faces of the concrete during the construction could be prevented by use of air entrant, reduce maximum size of aggregate, change in design mix, improve vibration, clean form of thorough. Very fast you put up your stand in option in the chat box. Fast, please fast, so that we can enjoy uninterrupted, what we can say, session. Read the objective properly, and in the chat box you all should write your probable answer. Please. In this objective, what will be the answer? Blowhole in the form of faces of concrete during construction could be prevented by. This is challenging. Please just try to guess it. Everybody. So let us see. Change in mix design, improve vibration. Because if we change the mix design and if we improve the vibration, then the void will, what we can say, the entrapped air can be removed, and that is how blowholes can be prevented. Following is not the common error in the structural design. Which is not the common error? Design conforming to IS 456/2000 is SPC assumed without any authentic test. Please, load transfer path in the structure is not properly understood by the designer. Put your answer, please. So let us check the answer. Design conforming to IS 456 will be the answer. Next objective is the main objective of conditions of the survey. Just give your answers over here. The main objectives of conditions of the survey of a building are to identify the cause of distress, to assess the residual strength of the structure, to select and plan the effective remedy, all of the above. So what will be your stand? Tell me over here. Put your answer over here. It will be all of the above. Okay. Next is, following is not the stage of condition survey. Which one is not the stage of condition survey? Primary inspection, visual inspection, construction, or planning stage. Here also I feel the answer is D. Let you check and tell me the answer. Following is not the stage of condition survey. Following is not the stage of condition survey. Just fast. Put your answer fast so that you can enjoy the session uninterruptedly. Answer is D. Answer is Windsor probe, chloride, sulfate, carbonite, carbonation. See, everything is confusing. So you need to be very clear in your mind while deciding the answer. So let you check it and put up your stand in the chat box. For this particular question, you write your answer. It will be Windsor probe. Windsor probe. This is what you have to keep in your mind. Next objective is in fire damage assessment. In fire damage assessment, type of NDE test, which the following kind of tests carried out: X-ray, diffraction, differential thermal analysis, thermogravimetric analysis, and all of the above. We are having this many so put down your answer in the chat box. Make it fast, please. Put down your answer in the chat box. What will be the answer of this question? What will be the answer of this question? We are having 4 options: A, B, C, D. It will be D, all of the above, because these all are the methods of NDE test. Which one of the following is not the partial destructive test? Pull-out testing, nuclear method, pull-off testing, and penetration resistance test. We are having the 4. Out of these 4, we have to decide that which one is the not the partial destructive test. So let us check. Yes, the answer will be is Windsor probe test. So for the assessment of near surface strength of concrete, is the qualitative test for this is called as Windsor probe. A field or lab test for assessment of pH of concrete and depth of carbonation is called as here. Let you check and tell me. Your stand. A field of lab test assessment of pH concrete. The pH is related with the carbonation, so we are supposed to go for the carbonation test. Next is following is not the condition to be satisfied in the penetration resistance test. Minimum edge distance 200 mm, minimum member thickness 150 mm, clear gap from reinforcement 50 mm, probe is to be fired at the right angle to the surface. Almost everything seems good except A. I suppose the minimum edge distance must be 150 mm rather than to have 200 mm. So let us check the answer. So you just put up your stand over here, everybody. Please try to gaze, try to think, try to put up your stand, try to take decision, try to quote your answer in the chat box. So let us check. It is 200 mm. Fine. Next objective is IS 14,959 14959 part 3 2001. It prescribes the procedure of determining something in the concrete. What is that? Determining shear strength, chloride content, surface content, compressive strength. So IS shear strength, compressive strength is available to us in somewhere else, but yeah, chloride content and sulfate content are available. Out of these two, one should be the answer. So put up your stand over here and let us check. It is chloride content. Next, XRD technique can be used. Here it is, but obvious A and B both are there. So our answer will be both A and B. We can see here the answer is both A and B. Next objective is seawater contains somewhat percentage of the salt by weight. So this is very, very important. So every one of you must be knowing that seawater contains 3.5% of the salt by weight. So out of this all, 3.5 will be the answer. Answer is B. You can say answer is B. Next objective is when the aggregates in the cement concrete contains reactive type of silica, the phenomenon of chemical reaction is referred to as sulfate content attack, alkali silica ratio SAR, ESR, acid attack, nephroresis. Out of these four, which one? According to it is second one. Alkali silica reactions. Next objective is following is not the method for controlling the sulfate attack. Which one is not the method of controlling sulfate attack? The addition of pozzolana, high pressure stream curing, use of high aluminum cement, none of the above. So these all are the things which is to be carried out. So these all are the method. Here answer will be none of the above. So the answer is none of the above. Next objective is as per IS 456/2000, chloride content of the mixing water should not exceed somewhat of milligram per liter for RCC. It is 500, 1000, 1500 and 2000. So it is 1000 milligram liter for RCC. So chloride content must not be increasing 1000 ppm. You can see over here 1000 the last to first one is as per IS 456/2000, sulfate content mixing curing water should not be exceed 500, maybe, yeah, 500. You can see. To avoid corrosion due to seawater, the water content cement ratio must be less than how much? In general, we are having the water cement ratio as 0.5. But in case of seawater, it must be how much? It must be less than 0.45. So answer is 0.45. So this is how we have been finished our 25 objectives, which is a part of our RRCS MCQs. So if you like the video, if you like the way how I am deriving the objectives, and if you want to have similar kind of live sessions again, then I kindly request you all to write a chat, write your options in the chat box, that sir, we want these kind of stuffs again and again, so that I can arrange part 2, part 3 and part 4 later on. Okay, so part 2 and part 3 I can arrange later on. So depending upon your demand only, I am going to put up the session. So thank you all for attending this session.